Hello viewers, I'm Jackson, host of the Hello America YouTube channel, and also former radio host. I request you watch this video till the end, and feel free to subscribe and share this video with your family and friends. Now, here's the news. MSNBC panel rages at Gavin Newsom. NBC panelists raged at Democrat California Gavin Newsom last Sunday for his recent statements about the deportation of an MS-13 gang member. Newsom had enraged his own party in recent days after he characterized the deportation of Kilmer Albrego Garcia as a distraction from tariffs and the economy during a Wednesday press conference. Former Republican Illinois Representative Joe Walsh, who called Newsom's remarks bullcrap, said the Democrats are expressing the right amount of outrage over the alleged lack of due process given to Garcia. Walsh,
because yes, he talks about due process, but then he wants to make the case that Mr. Garcia is this great guy and talks about his wife, and that confuses the message. That tells you that we don't want to deport anyone when that's not about due process. And then he talks about it's a distraction from the economy. You need to fight over due process because it is important and it is the right thing to do. And there's some things you have to do in politics that aren't popular, but they're righteous and you have to do them.
Amen. And that's Brendan, perfectly put. Like, I think it was Gavin Newsom earlier this week said, it's a distraction. We should be talking about tariffs in the economy. Bull crap. If you can't fight with everything you've got about due process and defending the Constitution, then go home.
I mean, I completely agree with you. And I'm so tired of Democrats who say, you got to focus on this one particular issue. The entire house is on fire and you're going to, we should save the sofa. No, you got to do everything you can to save everything. And I cannot disagree more strongly with Senator Kennedy when he says, this is just rage bait. Ooh, that guy. Here's the border czar, Tom Homan, on This Week. Well, just listen to what he had.
While the Trump administration admitted that the deportation of Garcia was a clerical error, they have stood by their decision to keep him in El Salvador due to his association with MS-13 and past deportation orders issued by an immigration judge in 2019. U.S. District Judge Paulina Zenas, an Obama-appointed judge, ordered the administration to quickly effectuate Garcia's return to the U.S., though the Supreme Court blocked the order in an April 7th ruling. The High Court later said that the administration should facilitate the return of Garcia and directed the lower court to clarify its order. In response to the order, El Salvador President Nayib Bukele confirmed in the Oval Office on April 14th that he will not return Garcia to the United States. Democrat Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen traveled to El Salvador to meet with Garcia last Wednesday. During a press conference in Washington on Friday, the senator accused the Trump administration of defying the Supreme Court's orders, though the El Salvadorian president has already said he will not return Garcia to the U.S. In response to Newsom, Van Hollen said on NBC's Meet the Press on Sunday that anyone who does not defend due process or the Constitution should not lead, saying it's about protecting the constitutional rights of everybody who resides in the United States. It's very clear that the President Trump administration is blatantly, flagrantly disagreeing with defying the order of the Supreme Court. Newsom said in a Friday post on X that Americans should not be distracted by the Trump administration's alleged refusal to obey court rulings and the rule of law. The Department of Justice released documents Wednesday demonstrating Garcia's MS-13 membership, along with other crimes. He was suspected of being engaged in human trafficking by a Tennessee Highway Patrol officer who arrested him in December of 2022. Though former President Joe Biden's FBI requested that Garcia and all the passengers in the car all be released, according to the Tennessee Star. Court filings also found that Garcia's wife sought a domestic violence restraining order against him in 2021, claiming that he punched, scratched, and ripped off her shirt.